first down. They hand off to Marlon Mack. Huge hole, 50-yard line. He's at the 40, still going near sideline. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Marlon Mack. Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And again, it's picked up. It's Darius Leonard. Leonard with his second INT, and he's streaking down the near sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to go. A pick six for the Maniac.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What is going on, Colts Nation, and welcome back to another episode of the Bring the Juice Colts podcast. Well, today, some interesting news. Potential trade option for the Indianapolis Colts. It was made known that Chargers cornerback Desmond King is on the trading block, so he is available for trade. King is he's a cornerback, but he also has helped return punts for the Chargers. He's only 25 years old. He's on the last year of his rookie contract, so in a very affordable player. He's a couple of years removed in 2018 from being an all-pro corner. He earned all-pro votes for both a cornerback and also a punt returner. So, this year he hasn't been as effective as he has been in the past, but still a young corner with a lot of talent, former all-pro. And if he can return anywhere close to his 2018 form, this is the top corner in the league. So the question now is, would this make sense for the Indianapolis Colts? And, honestly, I've never, we know how much Ballard loves his defensive backs. We know how much he just loves defense in general. I don't know if Ballard would make that trade just because of what a guy like King is going to demand. The kind of capital that King is going to demand in a trade is probably going to be a higher pick. I don't know if Ballard feels comfortable with that. Honestly, I feel like Ballard feels pretty good about his corners with being Xavier Rhodes, Rocky Sin, TJ Carey, Kenny Moore, all those guys, even Isaiah Rodgers. I feel like he feels pretty good. Isaiah Rodgers is one of the best kick returners in the league, and obviously you have Nyheim Hines, one of the best punt returners in the league, so there's not really a need there. It certainly is intriguing, though. 25-year-old former all-pro corner, you got to definitely put your line in the water for that. But I think overall, especially because it's been reported that there's been multiple teams that are interested and have called the Chargers about King, I don't think it makes sense for the Colts to pull that trigger because they're going to get into a bidding war. They're probably going to have to give up a decent amount of draft capital for a guy that, he may be worth it. I just don't know if the Colts are going to want to go into a bidding war with some other teams, especially because you feel pretty good about your corners. Does this potentially who is the odd man out then? Is it Rocky Sin? Who is it? Somebody's going to be the odd man out. And honestly, I feel good about these Colts corners enough. Maybe if it was a wide receiver, I'd be more inclined to say yes, you definitely pull the trigger. But as in terms of corners, I just don't think it makes much sense for the Colts. Their defense is one of the best in the league against the pass right now. I don't know if I'd mess with that chemistry, quite honestly. And Rocky Sin's only a second-year player, too. So, if it was a different situation, say the cornerback position was like the wide receiver position, I would probably potentially be interested in a guy like King. But I think right now, the Colts have all the things that King offers. The Colts, you feel pretty good about it. You feel pretty good about the corners. You feel pretty good about the kick and punt returners. So I probably would stray away from it, but still, it's something that's interesting. And if you feel like you can get a former All-Pro for the right price, maybe Ballard pulls the trigger. Who knows? But that's my thoughts on the Colts getting Desmond King. I probably wouldn't if I was him, just because you feel good about your corners, like I've already mentioned. So I'm curious, though, all of our listeners, what do you guys think? Do you think it makes sense? Should the Colts potentially look at acquiring the former All-Pro corner? Would it make sense for the Colts? Let me know in the comments below. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much, and as always, go Colts.